Welcome back. In this tutorial we're going to be drawing the side panel of the stepladder. So let's get straight into it. You can see the size of it is 645 by 70 millimeters and it's at a 70-degree angle. So let's open Fusion. I've got Fusion, Surface, Create Sketch. And we've got our top, front and side view. We're going to select our side view to draw this. So we click that on the side and lowering our origin point. Now I want you to select L for line, that's a shortcut. And we want a line along the bottom. So clicking along the line. Now we know it's approximately 70 millimeters. So we'll just do this a 70 millimeter line. And we know we're approximately up at about 110. Pretty good there. I'm just making the screen a bit smaller. Now we want this one right angles to it. So we'll come out here. That's good. And then we'll come back down to this one, to our original point. So we've made a start. Let's just get some things in order. We're selecting the parallel lines. We want these two lines to be parallel. So that's fixed up. We can see these two lines are perpendicular to one another, which is good. So we're going to move into this line here. We're going to select D for dimension. Select that there. Oops, drag it out. And it is 645. 645, enter. Now, you're probably wondering why I've got this line at two different angles here. Up the top here, when we're cutting out, when we're sawing the piece of timber, we need to go from long point to long point. So this is the long point here, and but we will change that in a second. So just try and hold that. I'm going to select D on the keyboard again and select these 2 points here. And it's 110.8, but we don't want that. We want it 110. Enter. So it's just all these little variations do matter. So we're going to put some more lines in. L for line. Just moving those across. And yeah, we want these horizontal. And that's looking pretty good. We want another one up the top here. Across. So there we go. Let's just check that these are, they look like they're parallel. There's two parallel lines. Let's just hit D on the keyboard and let's just see that these are 70 degrees. Oh, that's 70, yep. So that would be right. Okay. Now between these stairs, the thickness of the wood is 20 millimeters. So we're just going to select on that line and just come out horizontal like that and select, oops, double click again, 20 millimeters, enter, scrolling up the top here, this line, zoom in, D again, coming out here, 20 millimeters, enter. So we're making a really good start. Down the bottom here, from the long point to our first point. Clicking on there, it's 200 millimeters. Now refer back to your plan if you're ever unsure. Selecting these points here, it's 200 millimeters. 200, and you can see everything sort of moving up. That's looking really good. Got this mark up the top here, 645. Let's just check that this is right. Oh, that's good, we checked. So that's 65. Let's go 70. Let's change that around. So that is fantastic. Now we can go ahead and trim this top bit. We don't want that anymore. So we've just about done our side panel. It's just couple of other things to do. We want to select C for circle, and we want to put a circle in here, and this is for the rope hole. It's 12 millimeters. We'll go enter, and then again we want to put this in the center of our timber. So 32, half of 70 is 35, enter, and we're also coming off this line here. It's not a critical line, not a critical measurement, but it's in. Okay, so we've got our housing joints in. We've got our side panel done. Now let's extrude it. Extrude, saying what do you want to extrude? That, that, and that, all at 20 millimeters. 20, enter. And you can see these center sections vanished. So let's come over here to sketches, to the left-hand side, and let's turn back on our sketches. So if we bring this in a bit closer, we can see that these two sections here line up. So we're going to go extrude again. Select those two, but we don't want it 20 millimeters. We want it to come up 2/3 of 20, which is approximately 14 millimeters. So now selected that, turning on its side, and you can see we've done our housing joints. We've done our housing joints there and there. We've got our rope hole, and we are sitting beautifully at, whoops, at 20 degrees. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next tutorial.